We've seen something interesting with Solana right here. If we kind of zoom out and take a look at what Solana has been doing, it had a really nice breakout, which it kind of just ended up failing to use. We were watching this very carefully, talking about the breakout and how it was looking really good, how we were approaching the right resistance level, but we've lost nearly all of that now. And the silver lining to it could be that we're kind of coming back down, maybe getting ready to capture a bit of support. But really the deal is, and we know this quite well, this is going to be dependent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going to perform well, Cardano might be okay, but if Bitcoin just keeps getting destroyed the way it is, there is no relief for Cardano the way I'm seeing it. I just don't think that this is going to come to an end at any time soon, and that is a shame. I don't like to say that kind of thing, but if we take a look at the chart, it really tells us a very compelling story. If we look at this $25 area of resistance, I actually just want to hone in on this just with you a little bit. We're talking about this area right here, and we are now looking at yet another top in this range right here. This is kind of starting to look like 1, 2, 3, a triple top. And if we're not able to hold kind of where we are right now, we already kind of can't hold it anyway, we could be looking at dropping significantly lower, and this is the problem that we're faced with right now. Solana had this really big run up when it set this big low down here at $7 and rallied all the way up to 26, and because it just kind of moved up like in a straight moonshot, it didn't really find any resistance. And naturally, as you guys know very well now watching this YouTube channel, if you don't find resistance on the way up, then you're probably not going to find support on the way down. And that's exactly what makes Solana quite treacherous right now. Obviously, it means that there's a lot of very, very cool opportunities to trade this market, but these are going to come and go very quickly. And that's why I want to highlight with you guys very specifically that if you're watching this video on the main �4Flies channel, come down to the top link in the description and watch it on the �4Flies Daily channel so you can get this content fresh right when it's uploaded by subscribing and ticking the bell. It's super time sensitive content, and if you're watching any altcoin video on this YouTube channel, you are watching it late because it's been uploaded here first for free. So check it out here. This is my new channel. Here's the thing, is that if we do lose this area right now, and there's a little bit of support here, but if we lose it, and we are at it right now, so it's really a question of, is Bitcoin going to lose its areas of support? Bitcoin's not in a particularly strong position itself, in my opinion. I spoke about that on the main channel. That video is already up now. But Bitcoin's not in a particularly strong position in and of itself, in my opinion. And I've been talking to you about how I expect this level to drop, and if it does, to fail, and if it does, that Bitcoin could return to $25,000 just to capture a bit of support. And if that does happen, where does that put Solana? This is where it gets really scary, because Solana doesn't have support below $20. This area almost acts as a floor for Solana, because when the price kind of dropped below this area previously, it was a really big drop. Let's measure this really quick from the green line down to the low that Solana set. It was a 20% drop, and it happened how quickly? Within 2 days. Solana's not messing about. This $20 area is really important, and if we lose it, we're gonna have to find support somewhere else, and this is the only area that I can see that happening. That's the thing on this chart that I'm drawing right here, and how we've potentially got 30% of downside to experience right now if Solana does end up dropping down there, because this area is the only kind of consolidation that Solana has, right? We can just kind of draw a box right here to represent this area of support. And it really quite clearly tells us that if we lose this low right here, pardon me, we're gonna drop down here, right? Unless some sort of miracle happens and we get saved a little bit earlier, which, you really can't prepare for this with analysis. There's no good analysis that could have told you Solana's gonna bounce off this price level. It's almost just luck, and that's what happens with coins like this. They're very small, they're very manipulated, they're kind of hard to trade for that reason. And this is just the real truth of it. Other people might tell you something different, but maybe they want to sell you something or something. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, these markets, definitely can be traded, but because they're small, they kind of move in very irrational ways. But that's what we'd be expecting as a kind of target for Solana if it does not go particularly well. And I guess the issue is, if we kind of zoom out, it's not like we have an abundance of price history historically either. We do have something, and I think that's why we consolidated on the way down, but it's not a lot. The best that we've got is a month of consolidation, and you know what? You take what you get, right? At least it's a month. month. That's pretty good. That's better than nothing. It's definitely better than, you know, a week or a few days of consolidation. You know, but I wouldn't depend on this as being like the best area of support. And if it does end up dropping, yeah, I mean, there's no, you know, it's really hard to say. I don't think we will lose this area. I'm not even sure if we'll come down to it, but if we lose this green line, I don't think anything will stop Cardano from falling down here. So this looks like a good area to potentially consider buying some Cardano. You guys already know the deal. There's a really cool Bybit giveaway running right now where you can get an iPhone 14 Pro Max. You only have to deposit $100, and if you are interested in buying Solana, whether it's down here or where we are right now or whatever the case may be, one of the really cool things about Bybit is if you're just trading normal spot markets, you can trade all of these markets with 0% fees, literally 0 fee on these markets that you're trading, which is really cool. You're just basically buying coins completely free of charge, which is very cool. And if you do want to check out Bybit, then yeah, bear in mind that as soon as you make a $100 deposit, you are entered into this iPhone 14 Pro Max giveaway. And if you already have an account, you can make a new one to enter as well, which is really cool. So it is open to everybody. And of course, if you're interested in trading a little bit more, they're also going to deposit money into your account for free, just free trading capital that they'll give you, and you can throw that into the markets and trade with it as well. And that is also all open to those of you that already have an account, so you can make a new one to take advantage of that if you're interested. But it does look like a really nice opportunity right here to pick up some Solana. If it ends up dropping there, it might not, but if it does, that would be a really interesting price level. But for the most part, I still think that you know, Solana is going to be at the mercy of Bitcoin, and I'm not overall worried about Bitcoin. I certainly think Bitcoin can continue to drop lower. Fear and greed index still a little bit too high, although we are going to see it refresh within the next kind of 5 hours. But long and short ratio, again, we're looking at Bitcoin, but that's the only thing that matters here. Long and short ratio still massively skewed towards the bears. You know, they are seeing a big advantage right now because retail is majority long right now. So that is something that I'm continuing to keep an eye on right now as this market continues to progress, because I think it's really important. If we start to see that Bitcoin you know, looks a little bit more bullish, then everything that I was saying for Solana is back on the table. You know, and that's just always how it is, right? If Bitcoin starts performing badly, you can kiss every dream you ever had about an altcoin goodbye, unless you're a coin like Binance Coin, I guess, because Binance Coin just tends to be very stable no matter what happens, and that's also in itself quite interesting. So I did make a video on that yesterday. Go back and watch that video if you want to see what I had to say about Binance. For now though, I'm done here. If you have enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Hit up the like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Check out Bybit's offer if you're interested, and I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers. Oh, one more thing actually. If you're watching this on the main channel, don't forget, come to the daily channel. Alright, now I'm done. Cheers.